I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get it, no call it quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. My heart I get it, success ain't no given. Some days I don't hit, I don't slay. When I'm focused on dangerous, they don't wanna win.
Alright, I'm heading to our buddy Eric's, and we have made a deal on his Dark Block 388 square port head 6-bolt deal badass motor that Colt and I are getting for a spare motor for Johnny Cash and or Uncle Sam. It was a deal that we just couldn't pass up, and like I said, if we get into this race that we're trying to get into, I want to have all the spares that we could possibly have in case we hit a major failure or anything like that. So I'm heading to Eric's house now. Got Gruder in the truck. It's a really pretty drive, except my windows are dirty, but all the trees look beautiful. Everything looks really pretty. So he lives in southern Indiana. Look him up on YouTube, Family Man Racing. I'll be there in about 30 minutes, and we're gonna pick up this motor, and I'm gonna get heading back to Indiana because tomorrow's my mom's birthday, so I'm gonna spend it with her, and then I'm heading back up north to get back to work on old Jonathan Cassius. No editing. I already told him we're doing one take and one take only. Don't come out here. Why'd you go back in there?
Oh, I didn't know I was actually supposed to be in it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you're the star.
This is Family Man Racing. There's not just one family man here. Eric, Marcus. I always get this backwards. Eric, Marcus, and Micah. Well, I get my hand backwards because like I actually got to look before I do it, or else this gives me.
Oh, look. We're even.
I know you're mad. I figured you guys put them on since you knew I was coming. You're like, Nick's gonna be filming us. You better put something nice on.
Dirty.
It's all right. I've still yet to get one of those. Do you have any? No, that's all right. I'll get one.
We need
later.
to get on our merch game too.
All right, but we picked up our new motor. It is 388 square port heads, dark block, center counterweight crank. It even has a good belt drive harmonic balancer on it. And this is going to be our backup for the race that we won't mention that we haven't even got in yet if we get to go. And also I was thinking if my motor's not done in time for Uncle Sam, this can go in there. And I was just talking to him. I'm like, well, I mean, what other, it either goes in Johnny Cash or Uncle Sam. Like, what other two cars would hope it would go into?
I hope it goes in Uncle Sam personally.
I mean,
no offense to Johnny Cash, but you know,
it probably honestly will.
Yeah.
To be honest, just because I still got to get pistons and my block has to get sleeved, so I don't know how long that'll take and all that other stuff, but we'll see.
Slap it in, throw a boost to it.
Slap it in, goes. Oh, did I tell you about the problems I found with my car? Mm-hmm. Why it was so slow? Dude, I will tell you when the video gets done because it's a little longer of a process. But I also bought some lead from him. He tagged me in that the other day, and I instantly was like, I'm going to take that because All-Star lead is stupid expensive. And in case I ever have to add weight to Uncle Sam, I'll have weight. But we just spent like 2 hours talking, catching up, talking about all of life's glories. And now I'm going to head, I would say I'm going to head back to Indiana, but I'm actually still in Indiana. If you guys didn't know, we're both Indiana boys. We're all Indiana boys.
He's just in the good part of Indiana now.
Yeah, right. Look at this part.
God's country.
This part is beautiful. But yeah.
We actually have hills down here.
Well, yeah, you're basically Kentucky.
Yeah.
You don't look like you're from Kentucky, though. You don't even sound like you're from Kentucky.
No,
you kind of act like you're from Kentucky, though.
I had to clean up my yard. I had car parts in it before you came, so...
You clean it up for me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm basically Kentucky.
Oh gosh, that's okay.
You're high class.
Oh yeah, you should see my yard is a car graveyard, not parts. It's a car graveyard. The parts are stacked behind the back door, going to a scrap yard. Yeah, it really is. It's horrible there. But yeah, he also gave me 2 free drums of methanol. It was a bonus for me coming down. And
we had a mishap with my car, so this stuff lives on.
It does live on. Look at, I mean, this is gonna get a lot of just abuse, and
if it doesn't see 40 pounds of boost first rip, I'm gonna be disappointed.
If it doesn't see 50 pounds of boost first rip, I'm gonna be disappointed. We're gonna leave on 40 if you can even actually do that. I don't know if the converter holds that much power on transmission.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
Yeah, there's only one way to find out. But either way,
Robert's gonna need to send you some new turbos.
Some bigger turbos.
Yeah.
Marcus, can we get a come on with it?
Come on with it.
There you go.
That's the main reason I really wanted to buy this motor, so I could hear that.
And
All
you're closing on our videos. Come on, do it. Do a 2-step.
Wop, up, pow.
Pow. All right, that's it. And I'm going to get back heading home so we can take the silver car home. I can go home, work on Johnny, and hopefully we don't need this. But if we do, we got it. So thanks for the sale and for the hookup, for the good price. Thanks for the conversation. I miss you.
We miss you. We need a race again.
We do. We both need to race again.
Yeah, we need to be at the track.
But you're going to be at Sick Week?
Yeah, with the MR2 that's still in pieces, and we're probably hit our channel, but it'll be a 4G63 swapped 1992 MR2 street car.
So nothing new for you. Last second, throw it together, and then try to drive it 1,000 miles.
No mounts. No, I'll have to make axles. No mounts. Nothing. Wiring.
Everything. Nice.
Yeah,
So,
and we're just gonna drive it there too.
typical. Oh yeah, typical fashion.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I'll follow you in my truck and trailer.
Yeah, we're gonna get the credit card ready for flights back home.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, here's the end of our video tonight. Goodbye. Made it home. We got Johnny on the lift here. Got our new Momo, our new spare Momo unloaded, sitting there looking pretty. Moo already tried to steal it to put it in the Vega. I'm getting ready to take Johnny's injectors out, send them to our boy Kyle over at Fuel Injection Innovations. He's the one who hooked me up with injectors on Uncle Sam, and he's going to do us right and rebuild these injectors. Don't even say anything, dude. I'm filming a video. He's going to come in here and inject something in this conversation that makes us rabbit hole into another conversation that is totally off of what I'm trying to talk about and get done right now. Wait for it. He's going to just go in the corner. All right, back to what I was saying. Getting the injectors out, sending them to Kyle. Hey, I'm talking! Sending the injectors to Kyle, gonna grab some lunch. I have a long list over there on the whiteboard. I cleaned the whiteboard off. I have a long list of to-dos and things to go over before we're ready for the race that we don't even know if we're going to yet or not.
Still don't know.
No.
Really?
Still don't know. But either way, Blaine, our buddy Blaine, my new Facebook friend Blaine, he messaged me and showed me a way to check the toe in and toe out to where he said that he made his Camaro go from basically being undrivable on the top end to where he only had an 1/8 inch difference between full compression and full extension on his Camaro with 9 inches of travel. So he sent me the directions and the steps of how to do it instead of doing it the way that I thought was the right way. I'm going to try it that way to see if we can get Johnny. Johnny's always drove pretty good, but we're always looking for that extra extra, you know,
A little bit.
that
Just
extra
in
bit
case.
that'll put us ahead, you know.
Just in
So, like I said, I'm gonna get these injectors out real quick so I can ship them out. My dad's on his way up here. He's gonna be here about 3:30. He texted me. He was supposed to be here at 1. He texted me at 1 and said, "I'm just now leaving. Be there about 3:30." And I told Moo earlier. I said, "My dad said he'll be here at 1, so that means probably about 3." And he's like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah." Called it.
I'm never on time anyway.
Pep Todd time. No, we're never on time. None of us are ever really on
If
time.
you're
here.
important, people will wait. See, Opie agrees.
This is what I have to deal with all day. Opie, if you don't give him attention, does this. Get back.
But then he does this. See?
I'm going to pull his whistle and put him in a headlock. Shut up! So yeah, that's it. So, oh, I need to fix this fitting too because that fitting's bad. So. This is right back at it. This fitting spewed fuel everywhere when I started it. So we're gonna get to work and we'll update it. We'll update you guys in a bit. I gotta update Moo on what all I've done and haven't done. So
I don't know what you've done.
tell me I'm pretty. Ah, I'm new here. Almost got it. Let's see how dirty this filter looks. It looks like this filter literally has almost nothing in it.
Well, that's probably good then.
Yeah. Still gonna change it though.
Why?
It actually has a crap ton of stuff in there. I was wrong. Look at all that.
Does have a bunch of stuff.
Papaw's here.
Know it.
This is Papaw Todd, aka my dad, for everybody that doesn't know who he is. But I'm sure everybody knows who you are already.
One and only.
Papaw Todd's here, so we're gonna work on the silver car, but the belt's off. Had the charger on it, and I measured, it takes a 33-inch belt or something close to that. I have this that says I-533, so I don't know if that means 33 or not. So we're gonna see if this fits. If not, we gotta go get us a belt.
I don't know if I am or not. You just have to edit it.
We don't edit. We don't edit around here. It's time for you to get back in your car. After how many years?
Tell me.
12, 13.
This old girl could talk and tell you some crazy stories.
Yeah. You bought this when I was in what, second grade?
Probably.
Off Troy Avenue.
I did.
It had the flapper hood, 305s, come alive.
Crossfire injection.
Yeah. We'll get in it so we can get it off here. It still almost smells the same.
I bet it does.
It's still got it. Look, it still has your little nitrous NOS switch over there, but under the headlights.
Yep.
I've got the factory wheel that I'm gonna put back on it too, because that one's ugly. But look, it's still got your little nitrous oxide emblem over here. Still got the same tack and shift light and everything in it.
Wow. Somebody put a crazy steering wheel on it.
Yeah, it's ugly. But so you gotta put this thing in here, and then you can turn the steering wheel on. It doesn't do anything, but then you just fuel pump ignition.
Ignition.
fuel pumps right there. Fuel.
That's it.
Yeah, you gotta pump it probably 3 or 4 times. You might have to scoot the seat forward.
I can't reach.
Sorry. I feel like a freaking giant sitting in this thing. Sounds like a Brown County mobile.
It smells like the 85 of you. She's a bit lean. Actually sounds really good.
Yeah. Just thinking how it's gonna sound with an X-pipe and a Spintech on there. Yeehaw! Don't have a, oh, here it is. Alright, yeah, keep your wheels turned just a little bit how they are. Go back. Alright, straighten the wheel up. This way. Just a little bit. Just go real slow. Oh yeah. Aren't you guys supposed to be working? What? Are you supposed to be working?
No, aren't you?
I am. Old Papa Todd getting to drive his car for the first time in 13 years. You gotta give it a couple revs, so we gotta do a sound test before and after. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Gas gauge almost works. She should probably tell you. It's just above E, so we're probably almost to E, but we're not far from the gas station. If you want to fill her up for me.
Oh my goodness.
It's got swing outs on it.
Yeah, I know. I don't need to swing outs. I'm still young and
Yep.
limber.
It's got an electric water pump on it too.
Is that what that newfangled thing on the front there was?
Yeah, it's chrome.
That'll get you home.
You want to move any of this shit up here? Or you want to keep it on? Or?
No, we can leave it for now. It's on. Wow.
I thought you said it didn't work.
No, it just doesn't turn everything off. You gotta do the starter up there too.
Oh, yeah. been here forever. We're gonna run out of
Why are
gas.
you doing it backwards? Feels like I'm a kid again.
They'll drop you off in the roller ring.
You never took me to the skating rink in this.
Yeah, I did.
Would have been a lot cooler if you did.
I know. I remember I did.
Maybe one time.
Yeah, only one time. We were cranking Kid Rock. You're like that.
I tell everybody how we had the Ballad of Rock cassette tape playing. I remember one 4th of July we had Ballad of Rock cassette tape playing. We were cruising around Beach Grove.
Well, I remember this one time because we pulled up the skating ring and it was cranked real loud. You're like, Dad, turn that down. It's embarrassing.
No, I won't.
Yes, you did. You said that. I'm like, oh, my little boy's growing up.
It always goes right too when you stab it.
Always goes right.
Then you put some preload in her.
Well, I ain't gonna stab it till I get some gas in it. Oh my gosh! Maybe the brakes.
Yeah, brakes don't work too well.
Coming in hot.
We still got fuel pressure.
It'll have fuel pressure right up to the point where it doesn't.
I don't know. Then you still got the whole carburetor bowls left.
Yeah, you got like 3 or 4 car lengths. Not really.
What?
I went straight to third. I'm trying to save gas. Don't be playing with it.
You did.
I did.
It's drive too. I think if you stop it, downshifts.
That's a good thing.
The gas station's up there on the left.
I know where it's at.
Got my seatbelt on for safety.
Probably still got a booger on it when you're a kid.
See, that sound went away.
Uh-huh.
That sound went away.
Yeah.
All right, stop here.
Might know
There you go. Now hit it.
that. Ready?
Yep.
Hang on to these shorts.
It feels faster over here than it does when I drive it. So imagine it with some slicks and some nitrous.
Actually, it's definitely faster than it was when I sold it.
Yeah. I don't think we ever even got into the 12s. Turn left here. Looks like it's still charging.
Yeah? Nope.
Nice.
Actually,
That's above 12.
yeah, but it wasn't 14. Yeah, it might be.
We'll see.
I don't think so. No, it's off.
You think? No, that's going up and down.
Okay.
We'll just find out when we get back.
It's off.
At least we know what size to get.
Actually, it did work. You're right.
Hit it.
Wait a minute. No, I won't bounce you. Oh well, second gear.
Oh, the belt still locks.
It is.
Yeah.
That's for safety. Coming in hot. Oh yeah.
You get used to it?
Hell yeah. It did pull it. It did pull the right a little bit.
Yeah. Pop the hood.
You really gotta pop the hood?
Yeah. Pull harder. There you go. Oh, it's flipped over. That ain't good. Guess we gotta fix that. Give us your consensus of the car now. What do you think? What do you think, and what would you change?
You gotta give me some time to think about this.
No, this is just
Point a camera at my
just
face.
assume. Just assume when you're here, we're always on camera. We're basically just putting our daily life on YouTube. We don't act.
Yeah, well, I don't have my own YouTube channel. I'm not a YouTube star, so I don't really know, but so it's definitely sold it.
Sorry, go ahead. Go. Sorry, I kept hitting the wrong button. Come here.
Take 5. It's definitely faster than it was. I think it's the same tires that I had on it.
They're date coded 05.
Yeah, so they were the same tires. But it actually, I thought it looked relatively well. And I think it's a badass car.
So you're thinking slicks, exhaust, nitrous, just like I was.
Yeah, and I'm thinking 1090's easy.
Yeah, street wheelies.
Because I know, it's got a Moser rear end in it. I mean, it's got good stuff on it.
Yeah.
Needs a little tweaking. But that motor's got power.
John, he had the green Nova, John Amick. He messaged me, he was like, hey, if you're gonna LS swap that thing, I'll buy that motor. So I don't know if it's a good motor or not, but it's got an exhaust leak on it, but we're gonna take the headers off.
$1 million.
We're gonna take the headers off anyways, put V-bands on them, so.
Yeah.
Moo, what are you up to? Because I'm kind of going back and forth between what we're doing on this, what we're doing on that, and some people may not like it, but that's actually just our everyday life, so that's what you're gonna get. So Moo, what are you doing on Johnny right now?
We worked on that this morning.
Okay, we worked on Ronald's car.
Yep.
We're keeping the bullhorns like that, just so you guys know. It's having pipes like that. Ron's leaving them like that, the curb feeler
Knee
edition.
knockers.
That's, I like those.
All right, so what are you doing on Johnny right now?
I pulled the tires off. We had to go to AutoZone and get sockets that actually fit the lug nuts. Got those off. Just got the springs down. That's why I got like a 4-arm pump sitting in there just twisting.
Dang, dude, look at them veins.
Yeah, dude.
Why's you're left-handed, right?
Yeah.
Why's your right arm smaller than your left arm?
Whoa. Don't worry about it. But I'm gonna change the springs. We got the front steering off so we can drop the oil pan.
We got the fuel filter changed.
Fuel filter change.
Here's our list to do. I'll show them our list to do.
Out and shipped.
We shipped injectors. We got to move the seat back, align it, scale, swap tires, windage tray, oil change rear springs, check trans fittings, fuel filter, fix trans brake solenoid wire, and put on the shutoff lever.
Which I did that.
Oh, you already did that? Nice. Shutoff lever's in the box right behind us. So
Is
we
that
can
what
do
you
that.
wanted me to do under there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's half done, and that's half done.
And then server car, we got an alternator belt. Now we need another alternator belt. We need to fix later. Well, Papa Todd needs something to do.
Oh, that's fine. But
Exhaust, battery, fix the battery draw, and change the tires. Now, I'm going to show you guys the Redneck way to break a bead on a tire.
Done talking to the camera all day.
he doesn't. That's the thing.
Who does everything around here then? How do I get all dirty? I wish I didn't have to do anything. That'd be a nice life.
At least you do something.
Did you get it off? Nice. All right, well, I'm going to change.
What kind of belt
Let me
is
get
this?
these tires
I
off.
thought these were supposed to be on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
It's a special belt?
No, yeah, it's a gator. It's ribbed on the outside.
For her.
You can't say that on YouTube anyways.
Can you not?
No.
That's stupid.
Oh, we were missing a piece.
Yeah, we're going to have to go get a new belt.
She gone.
But I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to break the beads on these tires since we don't have a bead breaker.
You're right.
First off, you got to get yourself a moving blanket that I just had.
Out there on the trailer.
Okay, I'm going to use that moving blanket out there, and then I'm going to use a trailer jack to pop that bead.
Wait.
Okay, so explain what we're doing here. What kind of engineering is this?
Well, this is too tall to fit under the actual jack, so we're just going to use the trailer itself.
Am I supposed to do this sideways or upside?
Sideways.
Okay.
Upside down. It's the same way. We might have to get a piece of wood.
Okay. Gonna fade out. Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get a piece of wood.
Fade back in. So they got a board.
Does the trailer have a car on it?
Look at that! Told you I've done it before.
Yeah. We don't do this to customer cars.
We don't take
No.
customer. We don't have customer cars anymore.
Oh yeah, true. We'll never.
So for the record, you broke the beat
Yep.
by dancing on it.
Sometimes it's not always fun being this smart. Do this by yourself. All by myself. I got these off. See, we're good. Now time to put new ones on. That's not fair.
I don't
I'm
agree
dying over here. All right, now put the tires on, do some other things to this. We're gonna time lapse some things and we're gonna be done. You gotta tell the camera what you were just telling to me. They can see it. Okay. That little dent right there in the cross member.
Right there.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. So we're at Brown County Dragway
Uh-huh.
on top of the hill.
Uh-huh.
And my little stepson, who was probably 4 at the time, the hatch was up on the car, the back hatch was up, the door was open, he climbs in, knocks it out of gear, it starts rolling.
Knocks out of park.
Out of park, into neutral, whatever. Starts rolling
Down
over the hill. The front tires go off,
Uh-huh.
and this catches on, there was a railroad tie there with a piece of rebar sticking out. And the piece of rebar caught by probably a 1/2 inch right there and kept the car from going over the cliff. Which, it's not really a cliff, a very, very steep
Yeah.
hill.
I mean, it's almost straight down.
Yeah, so
You
I
can't
jumped-
walk up and down it.
Right, so I had actually jumped in the car and I hit the brake, so I'm in the car with him and I'm holding him back. The car tips like this, and my friend Brad ran up and grabbed the car from behind.
On the hatch.
Yeah, and was holding it because the hatch was up and kept the car, from tipping.
Uh-huh.
And then a bunch of other guys came running up and held the car while somebody else got a truck and a strap and put it on the car while I'm sitting in the car holding it. It was a fiasco, dude.
And they just ripped it back, right?
Yeah, they
just drug it back.
Yeah, but
Did you keep racing?
Or
did you go home?
I do not remember. We can edit this out because I could say we did or didn't, but I
No.
just honestly
I
cannot
don't care.
remember.
I just want to know what exactly happened.
But that was still in the
I forgot all about that, but it's funny that you saw that dent and instantly you were like, you know what that's from?
Oh yeah, because just
Yeah.
remember that there was a little indent right there.
Because I remember they were like, it didn't tear up the car hardly at all. It was just the
No.
cross member.
It didn't hurt anything.
Huh. Well,
That's one of the stories this car can tell you, brother.
I guess now's the time for an update because that weekend I think I was at Mom's. I wasn't there, but we're going to unbolt these dealios here and whack these things off here. I almost am tempted to not even take the headers off, just cut them off here and weld the V-bands on with the headers. Actually, I probably won't be able to get to that one. It needs a new header gasket anyways because this one over here is blown, so we can put new gaskets on them. But either way, we're gonna whack these off here, V-band. I'm gonna bring a tube over here, come over here. We're gonna use this factory exhaust area here for the X pipe probably to go here. Then bring 2 tubes out of the X pipe back here. And then probably almost kick this way, put the muffler right here, and then do 2 dumps right here.
Yeah, 'cause this is actually where the catalytic converter used to be, right here. And then the muffler used to be right, maybe right here?
The muffler was in the back, remember?
Back here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the sump was there, I guess.
And I don't want to try to get 2-3 inches. I mean, I probably could get 2-3 inches above there, but I don't want to. I want it to sound better. I want it to be
Well,
dumped.
plus you got the sump there, and it's leaking gas, so it's probably not a good idea.
Is it leaking gas?
Well, oh no, my flashlight is acting.
A little bit. Oh yeah. A little leakage
Yeah,
there.
you'll have that. It's not a
Yeah,
lot.
it's a street car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got us old Holly Blue pump. I guess we're gonna have to
Old
get
school.
we're gonna have to get another pump when we put nitrous on. I probably got a pump around here somewhere that we could use. It's probably an EFI pump though, so it probably has way too much balls behind it. Oh yeah, look at that! You still got the Moser sticker on there. Huh?
Yeah,
You cut that and put that on there.
I did. I was
We
really
got
proud
our
when I
fuel line right up against that bolt there. It's probably good for it.
When I put this rear end in, I was really proud. I took my tax check and bought this Moser rear end to fit disc brakes. And then it kind of sucked because I had to take the disc brake mount off to a machine shop and have it machined to make the factory calipers fit. But you do what you got to do.
Oh yeah, look at these springs. They're double. They're they're dual rate springs.
Either that or they're wore out.
I don't know if that would be like that. Either way, I think we're gonna have to make a spacer for my airbag idea. But
I think he put different springs on this car.
yeah, he for sure did. Well, he told me he put factory springs on there, so those must
are
be
not
the factory.
Well, the thing is, the way they're all smashed like that, and see how they're curled over.
Yeah.
They're not even seated on the top.
Maybe they've been heated or something. I don't know.
Well, they're not seated on the top, right? I'm not saying they did it wrong, but I don't know. I don't think that either they're upside down or they're not the right springs. Just my opinion only.
We can get springs.
Yeah, look, see, them aren't even seated. Springs are supposed to go around that cup.
Yeah, the cup right there.
Yeah,
they're
not
not
the
even
right
in there.
springs, or they're upside down.
Huh.
That's why the car sits. I mean,
Maybe that's why it spins all the time.
Well, and when I was driving it, I felt like it was sitting like, you know, one of those 70s hot rods
Yeah.
like this, and the car never sat. It always sat level. But
Well, we're getting the side pipes out of there.
yeah, that's from the 70s too. 70s trucksters.
I'm sure somebody with a third gen will buy these pipes.
Tell you, he did some really nice work though. This is cool.
Yeah, but it's a long torque arm. I want a short torque arm.
Well, I didn't even know they made short torque arms. But I like this K-member. This is badass.
Yeah, that K-member is really nice.
That is some cool
Yeah,
stuff.
it needs some coilovers, but
Yeah.
it's at least it's got the spots for coilover. Oh, well, that's got the spots. You could put an actual. You could put another.
Shock.
You could put like a shock.
Bringing a shock.
Yeah, if there's anywhere to mount
Wait a
it
minute,
up here.
there's no shocks on the front.
No, there's struts. There's
There's
struts.
no strut.
Yeah, there's struts right here. These have struts like a Fox body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. These got struts like a Fox body. But you could put a strut, you could put a shock in here like a G body would use. If you could find a mounting point for the top. That'd be cool. I have some G body shocks. Huh, but all right, we're gonna get to taking that exhaust off. We just discovered some exciting evidence.
Besides the 05 tires.
We have this oil filter from 11.5 of 18. Now he told me that this still had the braking oil in it and it needed the valves ran, but I didn't know it had braking oil in it from 18. We've put like hundreds of miles on this thing and probably 15 passes on it. She's still going strong. I guess it's time for an oil change.
I'd say so.
So we're gonna add an oil change to the list.
Good.
So this is the part where when I was a kid, I'd say, Dad, can we start it with open headers?
I was kind of thinking I'd like to hear what it sounds like an open header.
So now we're gonna start it with open headers.
Yes.
It's only right that if we're being as nostalgic to buy the car, work on the car, and cruise the car, then we might as well do the open headers thing.
So many memories.
All right, let's lower it.
Let's do it.
I thought something in the car was biting you
No, I had my feet
under the lift, and I was lowering it. And he's, oh, go up, go up. I'm like, what? And he's like, go up. I'm like, oh, his feet are under
These are
there.
my brand new boots.
Oh man, I'm
I don't know
sorry.
if they're- That's all right.
You got health insurance.
No, I don't. Yeah, I do. I think they're all still attached.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't your fault. It was my fault. I'm sitting here being all nostalgic, going, "Hey."
I really thought you were joking at first.
No.
No, I'm sorry. All right, let's
Don't
start
when it
it.
comes
Start
to
it with
pain.
open headers. Start her up.
I'll feel better.
Get in there. Start her up. Walk it off. Throw some dirt on it. It's like when I was a kid.
Glad I didn't have my Crocs on. Let me have my bloody Crocs on.
Yeah, for sure. Bloody Crocs. It'd be croaky.
All right, old friend.
You gotta turn the power thingy on.
Tell me what to do.
Whatever, dude.
You ready to rumble?
You're not. You're doing the wrong thing. You gotta turn the fuel pump on. Oh, yeah, bud. What?
How's the belt doing?
Yeah. Yeehaw!
Got a double pumper on that?
Yeah, camel hump heads, dude.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Is it square?
We rolling.
So this is our muffler. Is this zoomed in or zoomed out?
No,
okay,
it's
it's
fine.
zoomed out. All right.
Just calm
We
down.
got our $30 X pipe and our $100 muffler. This muffler is a 2-in, 2-out boy. So we're basically double X pipe. So it's gonna sound kind of like a Road America car, but better. And nothing against exhaust shops. So if you got a race car, don't take it to an exhaust shop when you can buy this stuff for $130, and then this whole stainless exhaust kit is only like $100 off Amazon. Then you can have stainless exhaust that is mandrel bent.
Wow. Dude, I thought you were going to be unboxing a tube bender. I was like, wow, that box is really small for a tube bender. Wow.
3-inch stainless on it can be done instead of that. Those, if grandma panties were a muffler, it'd be those mufflers.
Well, let's go take a look.
You can hit the one. See the one right there?
Yeah.
Bam.
Bam. So,
I know they're Flowmasters, but they're grandma panties.
they're Flowmasters, and they are symmetrical, kinda, but
They did a good job.
they're wah wah.
They're just not. They're not Nickky Bobby approved.
Well, you can't lay them next to Uncle Sam. I mean, they just, yeah,
They're going out back.
looking very inadequate.
They're going out back. So that's it for tonight. We're gonna go inside. We got food coming. It's been a long day. We're gonna go inside, and then headers are coming off in the morning. V-bands are going on. Johnny's getting more work done to him, and then yeah, that's it. We can't make test fits until his injectors come back. So hopefully the injectors get there tomorrow. He gets them, and we have them back before early this weekend.
Okay, cut.
Nope, we need to get some oil. All right, we're back out here Tuesday morning, and oh yeah, hitting early, but no open headers this morning. We're gonna get the headers off, and then once the headers are off and V-banded, we can start on that right there. Those things and those things and all those things. So we're gonna get the headers off, and then once the headers are off, V-band. Once V-band, put the X-pipe where it's going, pipe to the X-pipe, do all that good stuff. And then by the end of the change the oil. By the end of the day, we're gonna hear this thing and what it sounds like with an X-pipe and a Spintech that's basically another X-pipe. Double X-piped up on a Tuesday morning.
Today?
Yeah. All right, got the headers off, starter off, all that good stuff. Headers are down there. I'm gonna cut those flanges off of them, put some V-bands on. Got the oil draining, and it is black. So obviously I should have changed it a long time ago, but a couple of Todd's running to get new oil and an oil filter. I'm going to throw, like I said, the V-bands on the header, so that way when he gets back, we can put the new filter on, throw the headers back up in there. Put the headers back up in there, put some new gaskets on it, and then, yeah, we'll be good to go. Then we can start piping to and from our X-pipe to our muffler. And then we get to hear just the beautiful song of my people, X-pipes. So what we want to do is, I was gonna cut this way back and put the V-band back here so it gives me more room for my radius and my bend, but I noticed that some of this stuff was close to maybe the floor or something like that, but I know this flange right here, excuse me, right where it was, had clearance. Obviously it didn't hit anything. So if I put the V-band right here, I should have clearance, not hit anything. So I'm actually going to cut it, move this back, and I'm going to cut the header right here at this ball. So both headers will get cut at this ball, and I'll put the V-bands right off here because the V-band is essentially about as big as this ball and socket flange with the bolts. So I know I'll have clearance, and I know it won't hit anything, so I won't have to take them in and out 15 times and put a bin in there or whatever. So I'm going to cut it here, tack the V-bands on, put them back in. But I was also going to show you guys a good way to cut these. Obviously a bandsaw works, and a vertical bandsaw is better, but you want to get a straight cut. So you want to get this thing flat on the flange, and then if you have to, once you get it flat on the flange, put a 2x4 or something under this so that we can put pressure down on it and push it through the bandsaw. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find me a 2x4 or something to space this out, make it level, so that way I can run it through this bandsaw here and get to work. All right, when you're cleaning ceramic coated headers, you got to be careful because there's almost like there's multiple layers that can get you, because when you first start cleaning it, you'll get this little layer right there that's in between, but you got to keep going through that because that almost looks like it's bare metal, but this is bare metal. See how there's 3 different shades. Regular shade, shiny, like it's clean, like you got it off, but you really didn't. And then that's the actual bare metal. So it takes quite a bit to get it off. But these little, I call them like sponge things, but they're just abrasive, like descaling or whatever. I don't even know what they're actually called, but those do really well for cleaning stuff off. And not, like if you used a flat disc, it would eat away at the metal. So then you got a whole bunch of different thickness of metal, and it kind of messes with your weld because the heat ranges. So this does really good for stripping, but not tearing down your metal. So quick tip. Getting ready to weld my V-bands on here, and just another quick tip. When you have flanged V-bands and you only have one hand, you can't get them open. Yeah, got it. But either way, when you have flanged V-bands, you know the exhaust is flowing this way. So you have the male and the female. It doesn't make a huge difference, especially on an NA car, but normally, especially on turbo stuff, I like to put, and whether I know if it makes a difference or not, I always put the male going with the flow of direction, so that way it's not trying to, you know, it seals better that way. That way it doesn't try to leak through here and get back through that little thing. So with the male, it's less likely to leak. So, and also, I always keep my V-bands together when I weld them on, so that way if you have them apart, this can warp easier. So I always keep them together. Quick tip. The headers are welded officially. What are you doing under there?
Changing the Earl.
Yeah. And then what? What were you doing under here?
I was wiping off drips.
Oh my Lanta, look how shiny the oil pan is now.
Yeah, this is not an LS. These old motors tend to drip.
LS is drip too.
Don't drip like these.
All mine do at least.
You're kind of hard on yours.
All right, so you got the new filter on?
Not yet. I had to wipe it off too. It was dripping.
Oh, all right, so new filter's going on, headers go back on, starter goes back on, we lower it, put oil in it, pick it back up, and then we pick it back up and then start routing some stainless tubing. We found where our exhaust leak was. If you can see that big notch right there? Well, this port right here, for some reason, this was not even welded and it had a big dip in it. So it was just puffing exhaust out of there. So we broke out the old trusty dusty right there that he bought at a pawn shop apparently years ago.
Before you were born?
Before I was born. And I welded her up and grinded her down with my flap disc. So she's about as good as new now. Should seal right up.
All right, screw it back on.
Come on. We got a problem?
Slight problem. Nicholas.
Oh, that is not good. That's got to be the sounds that we were hearing.
Yeah.
Huh. I guess we need a new balancer.
No, you got no duct tape. Maybe it screws back. Maybe it screws back on. I don't think so.
I think that's just the sealer.
I was joking.
Could we screw it back on?
You can hammer it back on. Actually, I don't think so. We got to pry it.
What the heck?
I don't know. Maybe it does screw back on.
It looks threaded. Pro Street Balancer, dude. It is?
I think it is screwed. No.
No, it's not. I think that's just the tape or whatever was holding it on.
Yeah, we were just...
Well, that sucks. Oh well, at least we found it now.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get back to welding exhaust.
Get back to
All right, I got the X pipe set and I got this stuff tacked together to the X pipe. I got that routed pretty much as close as you can humanly get without touching there.
I'm sorry, I think you should have went this way, but it's okay, don't worry.
Cool, well, it wouldn't have been any higher
I'm
there.
just messing with you. You say that I always come in and make us go down the freaking
You do,
wormhole.
you're interrupting my video.
That's what I'm here to do, dude. That's what I'm here. That's why I'm here.
So now I can take this and go weld it all up, put it back in there, and then fit this one. And then keep on
Are
going.
you gonna bring this one? Well, because yeah, you're gonna have to bring
That one's
this
gonna
down.
come up and then I'll probably,
Come over.
yeah.
You'll have to come up quick. Yeah. So really, that one is gonna be all probably the same.
Yeah, lowness.
Yep.
That's the bad part about third gens. There's nowhere to go around all this stuff.
Yep.
They normally come over here and through there.
And then up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of room over here, but
Well, yeah, that's where the cat normally is.
that other third.
But either way, I'd still have to go up and then still have a pipe this low anyways. So.
Remember that other third gen I redid on? It was all trying to make this tight.
Ta-da!
What, third gen?
off?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got the bolts out.
That's how it was on Dennis's car, too. It was real tight.
Yeah.
When I did that one. It'd be all right.
Yep. Yep.
How about Todd? Give the people an update. What are you doing?
Well, we're working on Johnny here.
You're getting the Earl pan off?
I didn't say we're getting the oil pan off. I got the oil pan unbolted, but it's not off. It's,
Yeah, 'cause you
I
got
don't
the
know.
problem.
If it's
I don't
gonna,
That's
I don't
because
think,
this is in your way.
yeah, can we cut this right here out of the way?
No.
I don't see any way for it.
The only thing holding you up, I think, is this. If you move that out of the way.
Which is
Somehow.
Oh, cross member? Yeah.
No, this line.
the coolant line.
This line right here, you're hitting that. That's
I
what's
know, but
keeping you from, you got another inch you can go down right here, but that coolant line's keeping you from going down.
Okay.
I'll help you real quick. Oh yeah, we could just lower the K-member.
Yeah.
Well, the motor's bolted to the K-member, so that doesn't work.
Well, undo the.
I know, but what holds the motor up then? The motor's gonna sag.
Oh, yeah.
So Pablo Todd was right, we can't get this off. But we're gonna undo the two hot side V-bands, the motor mount bolts, and then lift up on the motor a little bit and hopefully be able to get it out. Put a bolt in the heads, lift it up by that.
I guess the intake too. We can just.
Not the intake, it's aluminum.
Well, you don't have to do it a lot.
I just put that we got plenty of room in the front of the heads.
I just.
What?
It's gonna have to go up quite a bit.
There's only one way to find out. Great success.
50%.
They got the oil pan off. And look at it, there's nothing even in there except Earl. We haven't heard this one yet. Good job, Ron. Not that it's ever Ron's fault. Oh yeah, look at all that goodness in there.
Juicy goodness.
Yeah, boy. And I got the exhaust halfway mocked up and just tacked together. This is all welded. Now I just gotta weld this stuff together. This is welded, that's welded. I just gotta weld those two joints. And then it's halfway there.
We're both halfway today.
Yeah.
It's halfway day. Now it's lunchtime.
All right, yeah, now it's lunchtime. We'll be back. Here we are. It is officially all the way tacked together. And I just gotta pull it back apart and finish weld like 4 joints, but look at that. Bam. Boom shakalaka. Basically, I gotta weld these 4 X-pipe joints and then one of those exhaust joints. But it turned out pretty dang good. Woo. Look at that. I can't wait to hear what it sounds like. It's gonna sound so dang good. Chicken. We're officially done with the exhaust. Just have to tighten that one bolt on top, but looky there, folks. I'm pretty satisfied with how it turned out. What about you?
I think it looks pretty nice.
I'm really excited to see how it sounds. It took me a lot of self-restraint to not just start it up with it dangling and no turn downs and fully welded, but I made myself put the turn downs in the mount and completely welded before we started it.
So it's got fresh oil.
Fresh oil, fresh exhaust, semi-fresh balancer, rebalanced balancer.
Actually, we just hammered back on, but
Semi-fresh.
yeah, it'll work.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow. All right, time to start it. Louder in here?
No, it seems quieter in here, actually.
Oh, good. Even better.
Sounds quieter, but
It's definitely louder out here.
Is the balancer still on?
yeah. I didn't think
No. Sounds good though.
Kind of like a NASCAR. I guess it was NASCAR before.
Yeah, that is awesome. You buddy. No, balancer didn't stay on at all.
We should use super glue.
It's all right. I guess we got to get a new one, but the work on the silver car is done until we get a new balancer.
Hey, the alternator pulley stayed on.
The alternator stayed on.
Belt.
straight.
They got Johnny Cash's windage tray put on after basically taking the whole underside of the car apart.
Yeah, just about. But we got her back on. We need some zip ties.
They got her back on, got him back on. Now we just got to throw some oil in it, align it,
And rear springs.
rear springs, move the seat.
Which is easy.
Still a whole lot of stuff, but we're that much closer to test
Oh,
sits.
that's easy. 20 minutes, put oil in it, change the springs, and then 10 minutes to change that damn seat. That's easy.
And then alignment's going to be
Yeah,
probably the
it
more
takes
time
time.
consuming. A
Alignment.
lot of measurements, but
We got like fucking 4 days.
I'm tired.
We got some good.
Are you tired?
I need another cup of coffee.
I'm tired.
And I don't drink coffee.
All right. I'm ready. I'm done for the day. I did a whole exhaust in one day. TIG welded stainless exhaust.
And it looks really nice.
It does look pretty awesome. All right, that's it for this video. Bye.